David, if you could just tell me about my mother.
Well, yeah, she looked just like you. She was really
what
beautiful.
happened to her?
I can't. I promised.
Who did you promise?
Adam and Joy. It's okay, Stuart. You can tell Camille what happened. I wanted to know everything.
Of course, with you here, I'm sure we'll get full disclosure.
I was sure Tad would bring you to Stuart to get that.
So you came by to make sure he sticks to the script?
I know you don't trust me. I don't blame you. My reputation precedes me, but Stuart's his own man. Appearances aside, we're nothing alike. Stuart, please tell him.
It's all right, Stuart. We need to know about the way Joy died.
But she didn't die.
My mother is dead.
Oh, I am so sorry. I honestly didn't know that.
You know she was buried in the cemetery on Hickory Hill.
No, she wasn't.
Are you trying to be cruel?
Camille, we buried a coffin, but Joy wasn't in it. It was full of sand. I was there the whole time. I was there when she got in the coffin. I was there when she got out. I was there later.
Stuart, why would Joy intentionally climb into a coffin?
Adam? Go on, tell them. Well, it was pretty scary what we did. But she had to do it, so that's why she got in the coffin, so everybody would think she was dead.
Why did they have to think that?
So she'd be safe.
From what?
Joy got so sad. She kept saying that there was something really precious that she had to leave behind. And things are never going to be right again. I didn't know what she meant. Not then. But you were what she couldn't stand to leave behind. But she had to do it, though. She said because that's the only way they would be safe. And by they, she meant you and the people who raised you.
My aunt.
Yeah. Oh, that's why she got so sad about the flowers.
What flowers?
I brought some flowers for the casket. They were camellias. And she cried, and she said they were her favorite flower, that they were the most beautiful flowers God ever made. But Camille, you're more beautiful than any flower. Even the prettiest one that God ever made.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Hey.
Oh, nothing much.
Good to hear. You know, when you weren't in your room, I thought you'd gone AWOL on me.
Yeah, well, I wish.
My man wants to go home.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I've got some reading to do.
What kind of reading?
A little bit of science.
Yeah?
Yeah, what can you recommend for comas?
Why? What are you after?
Well, what happens to the mind when the rest of the body shuts down?
You know, I wish I could tell you. I don't know.
Well, somebody's got to know, right?
Medical science can't be totally clueless.
No, not totally clueless exactly, but there are certainly a lot more questions and answers.
Okay, well, you said that the monitors showed that I was having some sort of strange brain activity.
Yeah, it was very intense. It was right off the charts. Your brain was on overload right before you came out of it.
But you don't know what caused it or what it means.
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Do other coma patients have the same sort of thing happen to them?
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, everybody's pretty much thrown for a loop on this one.
Why is that?
Well, comas are measured by a degree of brain activity. For instance, the deeper the coma, the less activity you see. In your case, on the outside, you were showing signs of a very deep coma. But on the inside, I don't know, it seemed like there was a whole different story happening.
So for whatever reason, when my brainwaves started kicking up, it meant that I was coming out of a coma?
Well, see, that was another anomaly we saw. I mean, when you were first brought in here, you had these brain surges, and nobody could figure out why.
Wait a minute. It happened more than once.
Yeah, yep. Happened quite a few times.
After Lee saw her and went away, I got Joy out of the coffin, and after she got to feeling better, I took her down to the bus depot. Adam and I didn't have much money, but we gave her all that we had so she could get away.
Do you have any idea where she was headed?
No, she was afraid to tell anybody. Because Lee, well, he wasn't very nice.
Oh, you knew him well?
Oh, well, no. But I just know what I saw.
What did you see?
Well, the carnival was in town, and I was out behind the trailers picking some wildflowers, and I saw a man hit a woman real hard. It was them. Poor Joy.
Stuart, what did you do?
Well, sometimes people don't understand when I try to do something, so I went and got Adam.
What did he do?
He hit him. He hit him harder than anybody's ever hit anybody in the whole world. But that didn't stop him, though. I mean, didn't stop him from beating up on Joy. I don't like to speak ill of anyone. But your daddy was mean to the bone.
I expected you to say that.
Well, it's the truth, all the same. Camille, I'm sorry that Lee couldn't change. I'm sorry. Joy could melt anyone's heart if they give her a chance. But Lee was just... he was just Lee. Honey, she had to run away. She had to save herself.
Adam. Let her go.
So we thought the increased brain activity you were experiencing meant that you were on the verge of coming out of it. So when you didn't, nobody could explain it. Listen, I gotta run. If you remember anything about anything, just, I don't know, jot it down or something. We need to learn all we can about this kind of stuff.
That's a great idea.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay?
Thanks,
Great
Jake.
idea. You know, when you were in the coma, I jotted down my thoughts and my feelings. Why not keep a journal? Go ahead, hit it.
What?
We could start by the gallery. I mean, what you saw when you were there. Go ahead, I'll play secretary.
No. You know, it was a little too weird. You know, I
Okay, listen.
can't remember. It was all
Start with
distorted.
something concrete, like Brooke. You know, what she was wearing. You said she was pointing a gun, how she was aiming it.
All right. Let me think. She was wearing a brown, I don't know, tan jacket with a belt.
That's great. That's concrete. You know what? I'm gonna call Brooke and check this out.
No,
with her.
no,
And if
don't.
you-
No, she's got
if-
so much on her plate right now.
She's not gonna mind.
Well, let's not tell anybody about these brain blips, all right? Until we know what they mean.
I had to go over to Ted's house and talk to her. No, Adam. All those things we said about her daddy must be hard on her. She needs some time alone. You're right, Did you see her face when you were talking? Her eyes? All her life, she's tried to piece a world together in her mind. She had her hero, and even more to the point, she had her villain. And we've just torn that all apart. I wish there was something I could do to make Joy understand. You mean Camille? You said Joy, you mean make Camille understand? Of course. What if Joy was still out there, alive? Still afraid that Lee might come after her? We had to try to find her and tell her so she and Camille could be together again. Stuart, that's the first order of business.
Wait a minute. How can you not see that Stuart is telling the truth?
Why are you so stuck on this?
Because Stuart is Stuart. He can't lie.
You are either very gullible or you will say anything to get me to drop
Camille,
this.
if we're ever going to get to the truth, you're going to have to keep an open mind.
It's not true. It can't be.
Why not?
Because I knew my father, and I have gotten to know Adam. I've seen the way he treats women. That man is evil, but my father was a good man.
I know you think he was, but that doesn't make
He
it
loved
so.
my mother, and he loved me.
You weren't around him long
If
enough
you don't
to know
believe me, you can
something
get
like
out.
that.
Get out
I'm not
right
going,
now.
It's my house. I'm not going anywhere.
I need to be alone now. Don't you see? You, Adam Stuart, is like you are plunging knives in my chest.
Hello, darling. Riddle me this. What do April showers bring? Spring flowers. It's a glorious time of year and the world is in full bloom, so I thought I would bring you these as a token of my appreciation for your unbridled enthusiasm and your lust for life. What's the matter, darling? Cat cut your tongue, hmm? Well, how about a little kiss in exchange for a flower, hmm?
How about a fat lip?
Adam?
Your worst nightmare in the flesh.
Look, I doctored my undergrad transcripts. I faked my way into a top spot at Stanford. And I convinced myself that the end was going to justify the means. And that's a lie. One that I just can't live with anymore, so why don't you just go ahead and arrest me and let's get this over with.
What do you want?
I didn't mean to bust in on you.
No. It's all right.
I was going to ring the bell,
Hey,
but
hey, it's okay. Seriously, come on in. What's up?
but it's just that I hate saying bad things about anybody, and especially if the anybody is somebody's daddy. And I said some bad things about your daddy today, and I hope you can forgive me.
It's all right, Stuart. I figured Adam had coerced you into backing his story. I know my daddy didn't beat my mama.
Well, Camille, your daddy did beat your mama. No words can change that.
But I don't get it. What are you sorry for?
Well, you. I know it's really hurts hearing bad things about someone you love, and I was hoping I could make it up to you. How? By trying to find your mama. I'm sure Joy is out there somewhere, missing you. We could hire some private detectives, and they could find...
Adam put you up to this, didn't he? Send Camille on a wild goose chase. An endless search for a mother who doesn't exist would buy Adam plenty of time to cover his bloody tracks.
Camille, no. Adam doesn't even know I'm here. This was my idea. I just want to help the hurt stop hurting, that's all.
You're a liar, just like your brother. You know he murdered my mother, and you are covering up for him. That makes you just as bad as he is.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. You're wrong about me. And you're wrong about Adam, too.
Do you believe the nerve?
No. I certainly don't. You just stepped way over the line.
You should have told me you're not Stuart.
Who could get a word in? The world is in bloom, and all the flowers are alive in its spring.
Adam! Oh, that's disgusting. I picked those flowers for Stuart.
No shrinking violet you, eh, Marian? So, flowers and kisses? What's next? My poor brother, stuffed and trussed like the Christmas turkey for you to consume?
My dining habits are of no concern of yours.
Your menu is...
Oh, yeah, really. Well, if you were a gentleman like your brother is, you wouldn't stick your nose in where it doesn't belong.
If you were a halfway decent human being, you wouldn't try to take advantage of my poor brother Stuart.
Oh, poor brother Stuart. Poor Stuart. Is that the only tune that you know? He is not the defenseless soul that you make him out to be, Adam. He's perfectly capable of fending for himself.
Oh, until he got caught in your web. The Marian Colby, the libidinous, merry widow, poised to devour yet another mate over my dead body.
He doesn't need your protection, Adam. He's a strong, virile man.
Don't you dare presume to tell me about my brother.
Well, it's time somebody spoke up, isn't it? Because there's a lot more to Stuart Chandler than you or anybody else realizes. And that sweet smile and those Argyle sweaters conceal the heart of a lion. And if he ever lacks any confidence, it's only because he has an overbearing brute for a brother.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
I mean, every time he tries to stray out of your shadow, you just yank him right back on the leash. Don't you, Adam? Are you so selfish that you would deny your brother a little patch of happiness to call his own? Are you?
Happiness is not a thing called Marian. You are nothing but a cloying, self-absorbed, vodka-guzzling shrew. And if you dare to touch my brother again, I swear you'll rue the day you were born.
Don't you dare speak to my mother that way.
Listen, if you want to curse Adam with your last breath, you go right ahead. I will totally understand, but don't ever go after Stuart in front of me again. He's a good man. He has never hurt anybody. He has never told a lie in his entire life. So if he says he saw your father beat your mother, I'm sorry. It happened. Now, the good news is, if Stuart says that Joey didn't die in Pigeon Hollow, he's absolutely right. There's a good chance she's still out there somewhere alive, that you can find her. That is the good news, right? Why can't you accept it?
Now, I understand what you could lose, what the world at large could lose if you do this, but I don't understand what you think you could gain.
You know, Stuart said something recently that I just can't seem to get out of my head. He said that people have to take responsibility for their mistakes. And he's right. And I know that no matter how long I practice medicine, this lie is going to follow me everywhere I go. And I can't live with that anymore. It's just too big.
Dad.
Yeah.
Did Allie call you and have you meet her here?
Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
Well, she better hurry up. I have a board meeting in 30 minutes.
Any idea what this is all about?
No, I don't. She just said it was urgent, that's all.
Dr. Martin, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me.
Hey, Allie, that's okay. But listen, we have to cut to the chase. I believe I know what this is all about. You've decided to accept my offer of ER chief resident.
No, sir. Not exactly.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'll be fine as long as I can get through this without breaking down. Dr. Martin, I remember very well the first day that I met you. I had no idea that you were the chief of staff of this hospital. And I proceeded to bore you with my life story and ate your Jell-O with my hands without even using a spoon. And I appreciate how you made me feel right at home on my first day. And I love you for it. And I also want you to know that I love your son very much, with all my heart.
Well, I believe the feeling is reciprocated. Wait a minute. I'm a little slow. Are you about to make an announcement?
No,
Dad,
no,
Dr. Martin.
Not that I'm aware of.
I had no business falling in love with your son. Because I'm here in Pine Valley practicing medicine under false pretenses.
Don't say something you're going to regret.
Jake, it's too late. It's already done. Listen, it's true what they say. Lies don't go away, ever.
I can't let you do this.
Please.
Jake, what is this all about?
Please don't look to your son for the answers. And don't blame him for this, because this started way before he knew me. And And I'm gonna put an end to this once and for all.
Are you all right? Did he hurt you?
That's not possible. Marian's not flesh and blood. She's all scales, teeth, and claws.
What happened?
He thinks that I regard Stuart merely as a midnight snack. That's what happened.
I'm sure you put her up to it to get back at me.
You know, it may surprise you, Adam, but plotting revenge against you is not my mission in life. I would think that living with yourself is torture enough.
Oh, brava, darling, brava.
Your money and your overblown ego do not give you carte blanche to ruin people's lives. And I think that Stuart is more than capable of figuring out who he wants to see.
Oh, Liza, does it mean I have your blessing? But
Shut up, Mother. This is not about you. This is about a man who cannot tolerate having anybody have a life outside of him. His ex-wife, his twin brother. Why is that, Adam? Are you so scared that Stuart actually might carve out a little piece of life for himself that there wouldn't be anybody else left in your life to dominate?
point well scored, my darling. Now, shall we leave him alone to lick his wounds?
No, you go ahead, Mother. I have something to say to Adam that's not fit for your delicate ears.
All right, my darling, I'll catch up with you later.
Okay.
And would that I were a fly on the wall.
Where's a fly swatter when you need one? Well, what are you waiting for? Have at me.
So, what'd you think? Tonight, we honor Liza Colby and her sizzling performance. Bye-bye.